So what are some other great questions? So number one, first, let me tell you what not to ask. Please, 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 please do not sound like an order taker. You are not a waiter. Do not ask them how many bedrooms, excuse me, how many bathrooms, do they need parking, what size house? Do not ask them these questions. This is all order taking. By them asking you to see certain properties, you will discover what they're looking to see and where they want to see it. By you asking open-ended questions, you're going to know exactly what they're looking for. So here are some other questions. What are some of the reasons you're making the move? Is this the first home you will see in person? So what are some of the reasons you're making the move? Will give you an idea of why. Again, all of these things gauge motivation. Is this the first home you will see in person? This is a great question because are they working with another agent, right? So without asking that question, you can ask them, is this the first home you will see in person? Therefore, you can say, okay, great. Did they see properties with someone else? Are they still looking with someone else? Maybe they're making offers, which is great because I know that they're making offers. It's a chance that I can get this person a property real soon. And I'm not going to show them 900 houses before they make an offer. Is anyone else involved in the buying process? This is a big one. Is anyone else involved in the buying process? I have seen it happen. You go on an appointment, the person makes an offer, and then all of a sudden you're trying to set up the inspection. And what do they say? Can I bring my mom to the property with me? Can I bring my dad? Can I bring my grandma? Whatever it is that they need to bring, my husband, my wife, my this, my that, my brother, my sister. Can I bring the other person involved in the real estate transaction with me to see the house? And guess what happens when that person comes? They hate it. And now you're already presented an offer. You already got an accepted offer. You're going to piss off the other agent when you're telling them, sorry, my buyer backed out. Be prepared. If you show a property, do a second showing if you need to, whatever the case may be, make sure you know who is involved in the buying process and make sure you're speaking to the decision makers at all times, but keeping everyone involved. How soon would you like to be in your new home? This is also going to gauge when they are looking to buy. Oh, well, I'm not in a rush. If I see something I like, I'll buy it. Should you spend time with that buyer much more than others? Probably not, but you keep them in your database. If somebody says, well, my lease is up and I need to get out and I only have 3 months and, there's a sense of urgency there, then they're more likely to transact sooner. So therefore, you want to spend your time with that person. Here's a great one. Do you need to sell your current home before you buy? A lot of buyers are sellers as well. What happens is they could be relocating, downsizing, upsizing. There's many reasons why people buy and then sell and then buy. So you need to know, do you need to sell your current home before you buy? Number one, because you don't want to run around showing them a bunch of places just to find out that they need to sell their house. And then when they make an offer, their offer stinks and compared to the rest of the offers that the other agent got because there's a contingency. And the other pieces that's good for you is you could get a listing out of it. So this is a great question to ask. And how do you plan on paying for the purchase, cash or mortgage, right? Without saying, do you have a pre-approval? I don't work with people without pre-approvals, right? It sounds so mean. This is the biggest purchase of their life. You have to be nice. Relationship building, advising, guiding. How do you plan on paying for the purchase, cash or mortgage? Oh, cash, great. Is all your money in the bank? Right? That's a good cash question. Or mortgage. Did you speak to the mortgage broker yet? When you want to make an offer, you want to be prepared. So you want to have that pre-approval ready to go so that just in case there's another offer there, you don't lose the house of your dreams. I have seen it happen. Tell people stories. I've seen it happen before, and I don't want that to happen to you. So have you spoken to a mortgage lender yet? Of course. So buyer's guides and consultations, make sure you have some sort of buyer's guide on hand and be ready to do a Zoom consultation to build rapport and consult on the process. Again, not everybody is ready today. And then sometimes it takes a little bit of getting to know you before they choose you as their agent or have confidence in you. People need to like you, know you, and trust you. So how do you do that? You show them your value and be sincere about it. So for instance, we have some things such as the complete buyer's guide to navigating your home buying in New York City, some steps, some information. Closing costs is one of the things that people never remember or realize that comes with a purchase. So we have a lot of things in there. What does the roadmap look like from start to finish? Some pointers on moving in. You should always, always, always have something similar to this. And then, of course, you should always have a Zoom presentation ready. For instance, buyer consultation, the roadmap to a successful home purchase. Because if the person is not ready to meet in person, then you can always do a quick Zoom meeting with them. This is all building rapport, building relationships, getting people to like you, know you, and trust you. And we are on, so you close the transaction. Now you need to ask for the referrals. So how do we do this? People get nervous. Oh my God, what do I say? So here's what you can say. Do you know anyone who could use some real estate advice? Now, this is such a better question than, do you know anyone that wants to buy or sell real estate? Right? Because maybe they'll say no, or maybe they, I don't really want to like give them my friend's number or connect them to my friend. I don't want them to force them, do you know anyone who could use some real estate advice? It could be someone that just is thinking. If you say, do you know someone looking to buy or sell, you pigeonhole yourself to just saying, oh, well, you know what? My friend's not really looking to sell now. They just had some questions, so I'm not going to say anything. Whereas if you use the question, do you know anyone who could use some real estate advice? You might get that connection. The next question is, do you know anyone that would want to, do you know anyone who would want to know what homes are selling for in their neighborhood, right? Again, could be someone that is potentially is interested in selling or is, testing out the market or wants to know what it's like out there right now. They're thinking about it. But if you just say, hey, do you know anyone selling? No, my friend's not ready to sell, but maybe the friend will be ready to sell in a year. And then your last piece is feel free to pass on my name or introduce us by email or phone, and I would be happy to answer any questions they might have. So by asking for the introduction, it just sounds so much better to ask for an introduction. Okay. And then last but not, so here, asking for the referrals. So now again, you can, let's say the transaction's over, and you want to ask this person that you just helped buy or sell a home, most likely buy, hi, whatever the name is, congrats again on the home sale. Between the packing and the organizing, I hope you still get a chance to celebrate. I really did enjoy working with you and would love to work with more people like you. If you know anyone who may be looking for real estate advice, we are always on the hunt for more great clients like you. We work almost exclusively by referral. So if anyone comes to mind, we are happy to help. If not, no worries, of course, right? That's taking away the pressure. Regardless, it has been such a pleasure working with you, and I'm looking forward to working closely with you on the final stretch as we approach possession. So this is something, for instance, that last piece, you can use it before the sale closes. And then the last piece is going to be asking for the review. So places that you can get the review, for instance, is like on Zillow. You have a professional page on Zillow. Google, people are going to Google you, so you should have Google reviews. And then social media. People are always looking up on social media. They find you, so make sure you have some good reviews on social media as well. So the last piece is, how do you ask for a review? So, hi, person's name. Thank you so much for choosing me as your real estate agent. I enjoyed working with you, and I hope you are beyond happy with the transaction. I'd like to ask you a favor. Will you take a few minutes and write a review of your experience with me? I want your open and honest feedback so that other consumers who read your review will know what it's like to work with me. Right? You're asking for their open and honest feedback. If you did a great job for this person, not only will they be willing to write a review, but you will not be scared to say that to them. And they will be happy to write the review. And the truth is, if you do not ask, the answer will be no. And again, for our North Star, I always like to close it out with a little Walt Disney quote. Do what you do so well that they will want to see it again and bring their friends. Again, that's going to get you the referral piece. That's what we've been talking about, the relationship building. You gain your friend for life, you gain a connection for life, and therefore you can gain so many transactions out of that by just being sincere, friendly, and a people person. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope that this was all very helpful to you. If you have any more questions, concerns, anything at all, if you just want to chat, feel free to reach out to me. That's my phone number and my email address. And you have a wonderful day ahead.